Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to show you how I use my new Silhouette Cameo to print out this design. So this is my job proof that I sent over to the customer, and it's basically how it's going to look on the shirt, except for it's going to be printed out in a silver glitter vinyl. So I'm just going to copy this, edit, copy, um, open up a new file, edit, and paste it over on this board. Go ahead and size my design to about 10 inches. You can size it by dragging it from the corners, or I could go in and hit this lock ratio button and make it 10 inches. That'll change the size here. So when I send this over to the Cameo will print 12 inches wide. So change that 12, and I'm going to make this a 12 by 12. Okay. Let's go in and fit this to page. Okay. So here's my design. I kind of want to center it to the middle of the page, so let me go ahead and align it. And just want to align it horizontally. Same thing with this. This area here we'll leave because that's pretty good. Okay, so I've got my design. Everything's all vector, and you know that it's fully vectorized design because when you hit simple wireframe here, you can see what the cutter is going to cut. This is everything that the cutter is going to cut. Go back and view it in enhance mode. Some people like to view it pixels. Um, those are the two best modes to view your image in. Let's go back. Okay. Okay, so I'm back. Your silhouette, let me just show you a few things before we get started. The silhouette has this little edge here, and this is the 12-inch edge that we're going to be putting our vinyl on. You can actually use smaller pieces, which like from here to here, or I think you can go from here to here to these two little pieces and lock your vinyl down. But this little bar here is the release, and you twist this until you get it loose, and then once you get it loose you slide it and you can pop it here. And you can get this loose and slide it and pop it here, and then you could put a little small piece of vinyl in the machine. That's one of the things that I do like about my review of this. I give that a plus. You can print, smaller sheets of vinyl. My vinyl is, I normally buy these big 15-inch rolls, so it won't fit in the cutter going that way. So what I did is I cut it, and I cut it to 12 inches, and then that means I have a 12 by 15-inch area. Normally I can get, two designs off of this. At least that's what I did earlier when I first did this. So let me show you this first before I do that. Here's the blade, and you notice that I had that blade set to 3. I don't know if you can see on here. Let me there's a red dot. Can't really see it. Can't really see it here. Let's see if I sit it down. Maybe I can zoom in on it. Okay. It's getting fuzzy. But anyway, there's a red line that's right there above that 3. It's right there above the 3. There it is. And if I wanted to change that, I would put this drop this in this little thingy here and just turn it. And as it clicks, it turns to 4, 5. So I'm going to change it back to 3. It has a little arrow there so you can tell where you're setting it. And then you can also tell when you take it out. That's how you set the blade. And you're going to have to set the blade every time you change your material. So I'm just going to turn it back, lock the blade. You also have, if you use your cutting mat, and you can't see this because of the light is on. Let's see, we can get this. Yeah, you can't see it, but the monitor, maybe if I hit it from the side, you can see this button is going to say load cut mat, load material, and unload material. So go ahead and do that. Load the material into the plotter, and I'm holding my phone while I'm doing this, y'all. So it's about 6 o'clock in the morning here in Dallas, and I don't have anyone to do this for me. So I'm going to load the material here, and I'm going to kind of hold it with my hand and hopefully in place. Let's see here. Hold it here, and I'm going to go over and hit load material. Okay, the material just loaded into the machine, although it's not locked. Why? Because we didn't lock it down. So I'm going to unload it, and then I'm going to go back and see how easy it loads and unloads. Hit load again. So it loaded it. Now it's locked down. You can tell it's locked down. So it tells me, the software now says send project from software. I wish you guys could see this. I can't get it. It just says send project from software or use the USB. So on the side of the silhouette, there's a USB plug right there that you could, if you had a job, you could, send your job from the USB, which is great. So if I want to bring this thing home, put a couple of jobs on the USB drive, I could do that. I love that. Another feature is, and I can't really show you here on the phone, but Silhouette also has a Silhouette mobile app. I don't know what it's called, but I guess it's just called Silhouette Mobile. And you can actually print from your mobile phone. You can go in, you can design stuff, things like that. So that's great. I'll go back over here to the Silhouette. I'm not going to do a test cut because I did that earlier. And I'm going to hit start. And it's going to send the application to the cutter. The only thing that I don't like about Silhouette is that it's loud and it sounds really scary compared to, my other, my larger professional cutters. I use the Eye-Align, and it's not this loud. The Silhouette, it kind of scares me, but they come up with a really good product. I like it so far, and I would recommend that you buy it. As far as longevity, I don't know. I don't expect for it to last as long as a $1,500 or $2,000 cutter. But hey, for a desktop and for getting in the business and doing little small craft items, it seems to be, something that I like. Let's show you. I did cut this design a little earlier in the glitter. I'm going to put it on the shirts tomorrow, today, this morning, when I go in. So it's Sister Bride, and the vinyl cut really nice and clean. I actually cut
you know, really nice, crisp, better than my outline, I would say, on some of the smaller pieces. It got a pretty good cut, so I'm really happy with it. I'm going to go ahead and let this finish cutting. It's probably going to take it a little while. Let's see. I'm probably going to etch on some glass this week. I've got some vinyl that goes on glasses, so I'll probably do, you know, things like that. I believe I paid about $2.59 for the cutter at the NBM show this past weekend, and I bought some vinyl samples and things like that to play around with. And I'll probably use my larger cutter still, but this will be, you know, and use this for like little projects, little quick projects. If I need to bring it home, I do like the portability of it. That's great. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give this cutter about a 9.5. And the only reason I don't give it a 10 is because, like I said, the noise kind of scares me. But if you can get, you know, working full production, if you can get, you know, a year or so, a couple of years out of this printer, I'd say for about $300, you've got a pretty good investment. I don't know how long the blades are going to last. I only change my blade on my eyeline probably once every 4 or 5 years. I doubt if I get that type of, you know, use out of this blade, but who knows? You know, those of you who use a Cameo, if you review this video, let me know what you think. I'd like to hear from you. I'm going to turn the camera off now and then turn it back on when it's finished printing. I think actually, let's see. Look over on the other side, I can see. Well, looks like it's printing the phone area now, so it won't be much longer. I'll just go ahead and wait. As you see, that's my computer telling me that my battery on the computer is low. I think the Cameo's been cutting probably about 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes now. Okay, so it's done. We got our design cut in about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera off, and I'm going to peel this. And, well, before I do that, I've got to unload the design. You can kind of see the cuts. Let's go here. I'm going to unload it, and it's going to let me release it. So I'm going to just peel it from one end, and I'll start peeling it, and then I'll come back and show you the finished design. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I've weeded the design, and this is about it. I gotta put it on the shirt tomorrow. It does still have some holes in here. The silhouette did cut it. You can see there. So it does give you that fine detail. I've got it. If I zoom in, you can kind of see the circles. I don't have my pick tool. I'm doing it with my fingers, so I'll finish weeding it once I get to work in the morning. Put it on the shirt. Let y'all see what y'all think. Looks good. Anyways, like I said, I'd give this product about a 9.5. The other thing about the silhouette is now that I've got that I printed the one, I've got to do another one. So when I put more vinyl over here into the cutter, The silhouette says over in the bottom, it says just once you load it, it'll ask you to repeat the job, and you can just push repeat. You don't have to go back and do anything to the computer as far as with the computer, and it's there. Anyways, that's my review of the Cameo, and so far I'm loving this little machine. It'll be great for me to use when I'm probably going to use it mostly at home instead of the office, since I've got the bigger cutter there. But it's cutting great. And I'm going to tell y'all something too. This let me go ahead and plug in the Denver Supply Company, because Denver Supply has a really, really nice glitter, and it was very easy to weed. And again, here's Denver Supply's number. There you go. Alrighty. Thanks for watching. Okay, everybody, so I'm back at the shop, and this is the finished product off of the silhouette, and I've just pressed everything, so looks really good. But that was what I came out with. Hope you like. Comment. Bye.